So I have another haul. Woo! Didn't take me long. Yeah, so I bought a whole bunch of crap. I went a little bit crazy in Boots because at the moment they have one of their dangerous deals on where it's like buy one get one half price on all their makeup, like not counter kind of premium makeup, but just like the regular stuff like Rimmel and all those brands. So I went a little bit nuts, and then I got a couple things from Debenhams, and then I also got one random thing in a very cool chemist in Black Rock Village. So yeah, I guess I'll start off with the one random thing. And before I go into the whole spiel behind this purchase, I'll let you know what it actually is. It's the Shiseido Natural Finish Cream Concealer. Keep wanting to say cleanser. I've had to redo that a couple times because I keep saying cleanser. It's not a cleanser. It's concealer, and yeah, so it's supposed to be really long lasting, heavy coverage, and the box looks like this, and it looks like this. So it just comes in a little 10 ml lip gloss tube, and it literally looks like it's even got like the flat side, the squeeze tube thing, so it really does look like lip gloss. But basically, I got this over the NARS, the new NARS kind of, I don't know what it's called, creamy concealer or something like that. Well, A, because that one was out of stock when I went to buy it, and B, because this one comes in a squeeze tube so you can squeeze all the air out of it. Whereas I find with those kind of lip gloss, like container doe foot ones, you get to a certain point where you've used a good bit of the concealer and there's loads of air getting in there and you can't squeeze the air out. So it's sort of kind of, the concealer basically kind of goes off and starts oxidizing when you apply it, and I find that it doesn't, concealers like that tend to go off very quickly, and you never really get to use the last bit. The coverage is supposed to be very similar. I read like some comparisons on some blogs. One of my favourite beauty blogs is Drivel About Frivol, and she did a pretty good comparison between the two. I think it was her, or maybe it was someone she linked. This was €30, but it was 20% off, so I got it for 24 because the girl in the chemist told me that I didn't quite understand. She said they were getting rid of some of the colours. I'm not sure if they are reformulating the line or if they're just gonna discontinue this particular concealer and like release like an equivalent. But anyway, it sort of suited me fine. I'll probably never end up using the whole thing of this because it takes me ages to get through under eye concealer. So I don't know. I did use it once. I really liked it. I wanted this to go under my sort of night out, going out foundation, like heavier coverage one, which is the one I'm using at the moment is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. So it's a very good colour. I got it in the shade 1, which is light. So yeah, it's a good shade if you're very pale, because I'm very pale. And then the next place I went to was Debenhams, because they were having an offer on at their Bare Minerals counter, and there were a couple things, well, two things, yeah, a couple, two. There were two things that I wanted to pick up. So it was like if you spent over €50, you got 1,000 points, which is equal to like €10 to spend in store, and that's pretty good because I think you usually have to spend €60 to get like €5 back. So I got two things. First thing I got was this powder in Well Rested. So it's just like you get 2 grams. Looks like there's loads of it in there. So it's got one of those like handy twisty sifter things, so you can lock it and none of it comes out when you close it. It's not like regular loose powder chaos. Yeah, I've used this a couple times and I do really like it. I'm actually wearing it today and it gives a bit of coverage. I wouldn't use it on its own, but I use it to set under eye concealer. So I found that I had a problem with concealer creasing because of the eye cream I was using, which has SPF, so things don't usually sit as well over the top of that. But I find that setting it with a powder works pretty well and stops creasing and like sinking into fine lines and stuff. So I've used this a good few times and I do actually really like it. It does give a bit of coverage. I wouldn't use it on its own. I'd use it over maybe a light concealer, but I really like it, and I'm very pale, so I was kind of worried that it wouldn't match me, and I did swatch it at the counter and it was fine on my skin and it was quite brightening when I swatched it on the back of my hand. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. That was €22. The next thing I got was an eye cream, and I'm a bit of an eye cream fiend, but I find that most eye creams, especially on the high street, are just crap. They're like watered down lotions that are overpriced, that don't really moisturise the under eye area, and very few of them have any real sun protection in them. So when I look for an eye cream, I look for something that's genuinely moisturising. If I'm going to wear it under makeup, I like it a little bit lighter, but I do like a nice thick eye cream for nighttime. And then for daytime, I do like a nice high SPF. So I know that's a very, very tall order to fill. But I decided to try one out from Bare Minerals because I was at the counter and I kind of tried it on the back of my hand and I really liked the feel of it. And it's the firming eye treatment. So it just comes in this box here, and as you can see, well, if you can read numbers backwards, it was €29. So yeah, it comes in a squeeze tube like this, and when you squeeze it out, it's just sort of like, it's kind of like a thicker, like balmy consistency. It almost looks like, I don't know, like a lip balm or something like that on the skin, and you kind of, I've tried this once and I don't know how I feel about this. Although when you swatch it first, it's very balmy and it feels like it's going to be quite rich. When I actually kind of put this under my eyes and on my eyelids and stuff like that, it was kind of at night after I'd taken off my makeup and cleansed my face and all that. It dried down to something that was very, I'm not sure if this is because it's like firming, maybe it has one of those ingredients in it that sort of like makes the skin appear tighter. But I found that it sort of, I don't know, it just didn't really do much. I thought it was going to be nice and moisturising, but it just, I don't know, I was a little bit disappointed in it. But having said that, I've only used it once, so I'll give it another go and see how it goes, and I might do like a review on it, because I don't know, I might do an eye cream video actually, because I'm into eye creams. Not the whole kind of like anti-aging thing, because that's all marketing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, the most you can do for anti-aging is protect your skin from the sun, from sun damage, because that's like apparently like the #1 cause of skin aging, and keep your skin nice and hydrated and moisturized and stuff like that. So that's kind of like internally as well, like drinking water and also using like an appropriate moisturizer. The Debenham stuff, and then I went to Boots and I went a little bit crazy. I did get 2 things that weren't on offer. So the first thing I got was this Schwarzkopf Got To Be, it's called like Guardian Angel. It's basically a heat protectant. And the heat protectant I'm using at the moment is the Tresemme one. So it's like a big 300ml bottle with like the spray gun sprayer. And I like that, but I just wanted to try something slightly different. And Chanelette, who I think I've mentioned in a video before, I love her, she's awesome. She uses this, and this was €4 on Boots, whereas the Tresemme one is like, I think it was like $6.50 or something like that. And this one is 200ml, so I figured it was a good price and a good deal. So I just figured I'd try it out. It smells nice. I haven't actually used this, but I'd say it'll work. I mean, so long as it doesn't make my hair greasy, I shouldn't have a problem with it. I've just been curling my hair more recently. I've been using like my beloved Babyliss conical wand to style my hair a lot. I've been just really going through the old heat protectant, so I picked that up. Also got some super floss. I have this like bar, really boring, but I have a bar at the back of my teeth because I had braces on the bottom, and you have to use this to keep the tartar at bay. So yeah, did anyone see the tooth decay episode of South Park? Tooth decay is real, I'm crying. I can't stop referencing South Park. So on to the real stuff, the good stuff, the actual makeup stuff from Boots. I got a lot of stuff, so I'm going to have to try and go through this quickly because this video is already 10 minutes long. So the first thing I got was this new brush that I hadn't ever seen before in Boots, and it's from EcoTools, and it's called the Airbrush Concealer Brush. So it comes, it looks like this. I've used it. This one is very tapered. Some of them just, it's basically just kind of like a really silky, soft, kind of fluffy brush. And it's really silky soft, and it's just for blending in concealer. I've been using the Real Techniques crease brush, but I'm not going to buy an entire set of those brushes again because it's like €30 just for that one brush. So, and I don't think you can buy it individually, so I figured I'd just get this. It was $6.99, so it's a similar price to something else I got. And I actually didn't use this to blend in concealer. I am looking to buy a fluffy brush to use for this, and I don't think this is quite fluffy enough. But I just used it to set my under eye concealer today with the and I quite liked it. I don't actually think it's probably better suited to just blending in under eye concealer. But I think I'm actually going to get myself another one of these because I really, really, really like it. So, yeah, I liked it. It's also something that you could definitely use as a crease brush. I think it'd be very good. It's really nice and tapered. It's not too big. So obviously it'd be good for getting into the inner corners because it is nice and tapered, but it's not too big to use if you wanted to use it as a crease brush either. And then the next thing I got that was similar in price to that brush was again something new, and it's from Model Zone, and it's one of their colour lipsticks. Stick with an X. So it's just one of these like Clinique chubby stick knockoffs, and I can't see a colour on this. It's a very nice nude. If you like the Barry M154, which is this lipstick, so you can see it's actually lighter than the Barry M one. It's making the Barry M one look almost like a colour as opposed to just like a nude, or like a darker nude anyway. It makes it look a lot darker. It's a very, very pale colour, but it doesn't actually go on that stark. I'll try a bit now. Oh. Well, it does look a bit stark. In real life it doesn't look like, things always show up more nude on the screen. So I got two more things, and both of them are from a really cheap brand called Miss Sporty. And this isn't really a brand that I've ever tried anything from before. I heard some things about some of their nail polishes, but a lot of them are like kind of colours like blues and greens that I don't usually wear on my nails anyway, so I never really tried anything out. And the first thing is their eyeliner, and this is the one I saw online was just the regular one, like the regular black liquid eyeliner, but this one is the waterproof one because I didn't have the regular one in stock. So I'm a big fan of like waterproof eyeliner as well, but I'd like to try it in the regular version as well, and it looks very similar to the packaging of a rimmel eyeliner, and I'm not sure if the rimmel one has a felt tip or a brush, like a proper brush applicator, but this one is actually a felt tip. But I did actually check, it's a felt tip, it's not a brush. Like I kind of put it between my fingers and it's a felt tip. It's very good. I wore this yesterday. It's very opaque. You get, because the applicator is so thin, you get a really nice flick. Very, very, very nice, and it's not that hard to remove. I took this off with a makeup wipe and it is waterproof. I mean, I wouldn't go swimming in this. It's that kind of waterproof, like it's sort of smudge proof and it's long wearing, but I wouldn't say that it is like, wouldn't recommend using it like, when doing water-based activities. And then the next thing I got was a mascara, and it's called Fabulous Lash. I don't know why I bother putting things up to the camera because it is a bit redundant. It's backwards and you can't really see anything properly. This is a really volumizing mascara. It's a very wet formula, but it's very thick. But the thing I like about this is the brush isn't huge. It's not one of those huge oversized brushes that companies seem to think will give you volume, but I never find they do, like those oversized kind of teddy bear brushes that just sort of bounce off your lashes and don't really deposit any mascara onto them. This isn't one of those brushes. It's sort of almost like a Christmas tree shape. It reminds me of like the Lancome Star mascara wand. So it looks nice. The formula looks like it might have some like sort of fibers in it or something like that. I'm not actually going to open this one because I have a mascara open at the moment that I'm using, so I don't need to use this. But if it does work out, like there were loads of reviews. It was like 18 reviews on the Boots website. And like a lot of people really like this. Like one woman was saying like she'd use loads of mascara. She'd use like Clinique, Lancome, like L'Oreal ones, Max Factor, like all the ones that most people have, like, well, most makeup fanatics have gone through. She said that she preferred this one, and both of these were $3.99. So that's pretty cheap as far as makeup goes. And the next thing I got was something that I've been wanting for ages. I actually have one, but I use it so much and I was desperately in need of another one, and it is the infamous Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. So it's just, there it is in all its glory. I've mentioned this I've mentioned this in some of my other videos. I love this for applying foundation. I also love it for contouring. I love it for applying mineral powder, and it's great for everything. It's good for kind of applying concealer on like a large portion of your face, like through your T-zone and stuff. It's really good for that, just blending out everything. Like if you've got bad foundation application, this can fix it. And it's really, really, really good. So I decided to get another one of those while the makeup offer was on. So that, I think, is $13.99. The thing that I also, and then the thing I got like half price with that was this Leighton Denny crystal nail file. So yeah, this is like a mini one. They have like a bigger one, and this was €15. And the reason I got this is, well, A, because it was cheaper, and B, because it comes in a little case. So it's, you know, probably not going to get, you're not going to break it as easily. So the nail file itself just looks like this. It's just, it's lead crystal, and I just thought this would be handy. I've heard a lot of good reviews of this. Charlotte from Lip Gossiping, she talked about this a while ago and said it was really good. And the girls from, I never know if it's boots.ie or beauty, but they were raving about this and they said it was really good. The thing I liked about this is that, like, I buy a lot of nail files because I do my nails all the time, and some of them are crap, and inevitably, like, they just, you know, you don't get long out of them. So I think all you have to do with this is wash it in warm water to sort of rejuvenate it. And I think there's like, it says it has like a 25-year guarantee as long as you don't break it or like abuse it. So you can send it back if it's not good. But yeah, I just thought that this was like €25 or €15. It's not too much, and it'll save me a lot of money on nail files. And if I go traveling or anything like that, I can bring it with me. So it's got a little case. I also got some hairspray. Got like a couple cans of this, because I'm always using this, but that's not really anything new. That's always usually in my hauls. So yeah, they're all the things I got. I hope you enjoyed my haul, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. I probably will see you again very soon, because I think I'll be back. I'll be back to Boots. I kind of wait to buy things in Boots until like they have offers on, like 3 for 2 or buy one get one half price, just because you end up saving money. So I try not to buy things that I wasn't gonna buy. I try not to get like led astray, and I just buy things that I, you know. Or if I'm gonna try things out, I generally don't buy things in Boots unless it's something that like is essential and I've run out of it or something. When their stuff isn't on 3 for 2. So yeah, this is fun, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.